What's up guys, we're going to be going through the best player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 12 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 12 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here is one of our members who just signed up and won himself $971 just yesterday, and another member who won $50 for the 4th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. So we are going to start off with NFL, and when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So the first pick we're going to be talking about is Justin Fields and Roschon Johnson, and this one is actually for 0.5 rush plus receiving TDs combo, and this one actually is for more. Now we can't look at the last 5, but we do believe that both of them will be able to go on the over here. We think 0.5 is such a low line and they should be able to get it done. All they really need is one TD, and that should be a no-brainer here. So not really too much to say about this pick, but we do believe that they will be able to get it done, and they do face off against Denver in this matchup. So Justin Fields, Roschon Johnson for 0.5 rush plus receiving TDs combo for more, I think is an absolute steal. Now we also have another pick like this, and that is none other than Antonio Gibson, and this is actually a great one because Antonio Gibson and also DeAndre Swift. Now this one is for the same rush plus receiving TDs, a combo for 0.5, and this one actually is for more. So this is against opposing players, but we do believe that at least Swift or Gibson should be able to at least get one TD down, and it shouldn't be too much of an ask from these two. The matchup is between Washington and Philly, which should be a great matchup, but we do see a high TD game in this scenario, and because of that, we do like the over for it. So DeAndre Swift and also Antonio Gibson, 0.5 rush plus receiving TDs for more, I think is a great pick overall. So this one's also another great one, and it's a fantastic one to look at. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is another great player as well, and this is a great one at pass TDs of 2, and this one actually is for less. Now we look at Kirk. Obviously guys, we can't look at the last 5, we need to look at the last 3 since some of the games were from last season. But if we look at the last 3 guys, he's actually gone on the under 1 out of those last 3 games, with that being a push. Now we do believe one of the reasons why we do like the under 4 is due to the matchup that they do face off against CAR in this matchup, and because of those reasons we do like the under 4. A lot of the bookies also think that he has the capability to actually more favor to go on the under here, and we are going to be following with what the bookies are saying. Now his average over the last 5 is 2.6. We do have to remember guys, it is taking into account 2 games from last season, so that number is kind of a discrepancy at that point as well. But we do believe Cousins in this matchup may struggle to get past that line of 2 pass TDs, and because of that we do like the under for it. So Kirk Cousins, 2 pass TDs for less, I think is a fantastic pick overall. Again, to the next one, we're going to be talking about another pass TD pick, and this is none other for Josh Allen. Now this one is also for 2 pass TDs as well, and this one also is for less. Now when we look at Allen, we've actually seen him go on the under in 2 out of the last 3 games that were actually the most current games this season. On top of all that, the average over the last 5 is 1.6, which is below the line of 2, so that's also another telltale sign that they could be another under in this scenario. Now when it comes to this as well, what I do like about it is due to the fact that a lot of the bookies also have him more favored on the under, and with all the signs pointing towards him going on the under, we are sticking to that. So Josh Allen, 2 pass TDs for less, I think is a fantastic pick overall. Now getting to the next one, we're actually going to be talking about none other than Tank Dell. Now Tank Dell, great player as well, and this one is actually for 3.5 receptions, and this one is for more. Now when we look at Tank Dell and we look at his average over the last 3 games, we actually said he's been averaging 5, which is great, but he's also gone on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games. On top of this, the time that he did go under, he only missed it by 0.5, so he's very consistent at getting close to this line, which is what we like to see from this scenario. When it comes to this game as well, we are expecting a pretty big game from someone like Dell, especially against Pitt. And with all those being said, and with all the signs pointing towards the over, we are going to be sticking with that. So Tank Dell, 3.5 receptions, 4 more, I think is a great pick overall. So getting to the next pick, we're going to head over into MLB and talk about some great picks here. So the next pick we're going to be talking about is Hunter Green for 6 pitcher strikeouts, and this one is for more. Now look at Green, we've actually seen him go on the over in 4 out of the last 5 games, with 2 of them being a push, which is what we like to see. On top of this, when it comes to Green and the matchup that they do face off against STL, we do like the over for it, since on September 11 they actually did versus STL and he was able to go over then. So we think we are going to see a similar or pretty much the same outcome once again, be able to go over this line. His average over the last 5 is also 7.6, which is a significant, increase or above the line of 6, which we like to see. So all that being said, guys, this one's a no-brainer. All signs point towards the over, and we are sticking to that. So Hunter Green, 6 pitcher strikeouts, 4 more, I think is an absolute steal as well. Again, to the next pick, we're actually going to head over into Wnba because there is one playoff game going on, and we're going to be talking about none other than Alyssa Thomas for 16.5 points, and this one actually is for less. Now, one of the reasons why we do like the under for this is that due to the fact that they face off against Liberty, Alyssa Thomas was able to go on the over last game, but we think in this matchup she will probably be restricted once again, as Liberty will make some adjustments to their defense. When it comes to Alyssa Thomas as well, one of the reasons why we only looking at the last 3 is due to the fact that it is playoff time, guys. It is a very different ball game. You're versing the same team, throughout a series, and there's a lot of adjustments that can be made. So it is a little bit more here and there when it comes to making the picks. You got to be more strategic with it, so definitely be more conservative on the WNBA side. But her average over the last 5 is 19, which is above the line. But guys, we are still rocking with the over due to the fact that Liberty have done a pretty good job at restricting her from points in game 1 and 2. So game 4, which is going to be happening very, very soon, we do believe Alyssa Thomas should go in the under, and we think Liberty are going to come out with a great defensive strategy. So Alyssa Thomas for 16.5 points for less, I think is a fantastic pick. So getting to the next pick, we're going to head back into the NFL and talk about none other than Michael Thomas. Now, when it comes to Michael Thomas, great player as well, and this one is for 5 receptions, and this one is for less. Now, when it comes to Thomas, he has gone on the under in 3 out of the last 4 games, which is interesting to see. On top of this, they do face off against TB, which they most recently played on September 19, and Thomas went on the under in that matchup. Now, his average over the last 5 is also, or last 4 is actually 3, which is actually below the line of 5, which is also another tall tale sign. When it comes to Thomas as well, we aren't really expecting too high of a usage rate of him in this matchup, and because of those reasons, we do like the under for it. So this one's kind of a no-brainer, guys. All signs point towards him going on the under, and that's why we are sticking to it as always. And when it comes to the bookies as well, they are showing that it's more favorable for Michael Thomas to go on the under here. So Michael Thomas, 5 receptions for less, I think is a great pick and an absolute steal. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.